What is going on, guys? Welcome to GregglesTV Daily Rewind, episode 11. How is everyone doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day. We had a very exciting week of tech news last week. And if you don't know what this show is all about, it is the previous week's tech news all in one single video for you to consume and get full on so that you're caught up with all the tech news. And we had a pretty good week, like I said earlier. Galaxy Note 9 deals. There was updates to the Galaxy Note 9. We had Galaxy S10 news and views of what the phone will probably look like. All kinds of really cool stuff, especially if you're a Samsung fan, with maybe some other news thrown in there as well, of course. So thanks for watching. Enjoy the episode. How is everyone doing? Let's get into the news. The first story of the day comes out about Apple's charging pad, also known as AirPower. And the rumor coming out about AirPower, not only will it allow you to charge 3 devices at once wirelessly, such as a phone, their watch, and also their AirPods, but the price of this, most likely they're saying, will be $149, which is quite expensive for a charging pad. But at the same time, if you look at Samsung's Charging Duo, which is about $120, at least this one lets you charge 3 devices, and again, $150, kind of expensive, but at the same time, is it that expensive when you compare it to similar products? Next up, Samsung has come out and said that they will release a 5G compatible phone in early 2019, but it will not be the Galaxy S10. So if you wanted 5G networking on your Galaxy S10, it's not going to have it. It's also obviously not on the Galaxy Note 9. It'll be on a separate device, and I would have to suspect it's also going to be on the Galaxy Note 10 if you want to wait for 5G networking. Theoretically, speeds are already hitting that with some of the devices that they're releasing nowadays, such as what you're getting on the Galaxy Note 9, which has speeds up to 1.2 gigabits. So the speeds are there pretty much, but actual 5G, the what they call 5G, isn't there, but it will be, again, in a new device that comes out in early 2019. And the last story of the day is a deal on the Galaxy Note 9 on Amazon. So if you're going to buy the Galaxy Note 9, either version, the 128 gigabyte version or the 512 gigabyte version, and you're okay with the unlocked version of this phone, you can get 2 free prizes, or whatever you want to call it, 2 free gifts with it. Let's check that out. So what you get is, obviously you get the phone, and then you also get a free Charger Duo, which is their new charging wireless charging pad, which allows you to charge a phone and a watch, or 2 phones, 2 watches, whatever you want, at the same time, and it'll charge it quickly, fast. And then also you'll be able to get the Dex Pad. The Dex Pad, obviously the phone has Dex built into it, but just to let you know, if you plug in the HDMI port to the back of the phone, you're only going to get 5 windows being able to run at once with Dex. But if you get the Dex Pad, you can run up to 20 windows at once. So that's the big difference. Overall, this is a gift value of $220 for free by ordering this phone and paying the full amount of the phone through Amazon. Guys, that is your news for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. New videos every single day. What, are you going to do that? Are you going to do that deal right there or not? Let me know in the comments down below. It is a pretty slick deal. I'll link it down below in case you want to check it out, or even if you just want to buy it, check it out. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's get into the news. The first story of the day is about the 2018 iPhones, and the prices starting as low as $699. Now, these rumors are coming from TrendForce, and they're predicting that the 6.1-inch LCD iPhone will have a price of $699 to $749 to start off. That's an extremely low price iPhone with a very large display. All 3 models also will have Face ID, they're saying, which is a good thing, I guess, because they're trying to really push that technology. As for the 5.8-inch OLED model, starting price should be $899 to $949, and then the starting price for the 6.5-inch OLED model should have a starting price of $999, which is pretty low for such a large display. They also believe that they could have as much as 512 gigabytes of storage, which would match what the Galaxy Note 9 will have as well. And then they're also saying it could have Apple Pencil support. Now, it kind of makes me wonder, did the Galaxy Note 9 know that the new iPhones are going to have 512 gigabytes of storage, and that's why they upped it up to that? That's a good question. I mean, obviously they do a lot of work with Apple. They they give a lot of the displays, internal parts, things like that. So they probably already know. So it's an interesting thing to see that, it's Apple and Samsung going back and forth with the storage amounts to kind of out-trump each other or not. And the last story of the day is another reason to buy the Galaxy Note 9, and it comes from DisplayMate. They do all the rankings on the best displays for phones, and there is a new king of the mountain. It seems to happen every single year. It's gone back and forth between Apple the last year, and now it looks like the new king of the mountain is the Galaxy Note 9. The Galaxy Note 9 set a bunch of records. Let's go through the records. So the first record is very high absolute color accuracy. It's the best color accurate phone on the market. They said it's basically true to life to that point. Also, record high brightness mode. It's 27% brighter and 32% higher contrast than the Galaxy Note 8. Record-breaking peak luminance, record-breaking color accuracy and intensity scales, record-breaking small shifts in brightness and color with viewing angle. Also, the Galaxy Note 9 matches or sets many new smartphone display performance records, earning DisplayMate's highest ever A+ grade. So if you're looking for another reason to buy the Galaxy Note 9, you've obviously got the bigger battery, the better S Pen, tons of storage if you went for the 512 gigabyte model, 8 gigabytes of RAM, stereo speakers, new processor, all basically in new internals, new camera, better camera, AI. Obviously, you're going to look at this thing all day long. You're looking at a better display now, the best display on the market. So congrats, Samsung, for the win. And I'm very, very excited to have this on a day-to-day basis to see that. Let's get into the news. Tom's Guide, which is a website, did a test of what has the best camera. The Galaxy Note 9, the iPhone X, or the Pixel 2 XL. Let's talk about what they got from their results. Now, they compared a bunch of categories such as Grand Central, Greenery, Portrait, Skyline, Bakery, Flower Building, Ticket Counter, and then Overall. And the Galaxy Note 9 won in 3 categories. That is Flower, Building, and also Ticket Counter. Overall, the Pixel 2 XL won by 1 point. Now, let's just look at some of these photos. The first photo is going to be the one of the ones that the Galaxy won, and it'll be the ticket counter. And if you look at it, iPhone X actually gets destroyed in a lot of these photos, but overall they all look like pretty decent photos. But you can see that the Galaxy Note 9 just looks slightly better than all the rest of these. Another one in which the Galaxy Note 9 won was the flower. You can see the flower looks awesome on the Galaxy Note 9, not so much on the iPhone X and the Pixel 2 XL. Other than that, the Galaxy Note 9 came in second in all the other tests, and it's definitely a close photo taker compared to the Pixel 2 XL, and it destroys, I feel like in a lot of these tests, the iPhone X. So if you're wondering if the Galaxy Note 9 camera improved overall, even though it has the same cameras as that Galaxy S9, S9 Plus, it definitely looks like it has because of the AI they put into the camera, and I'm excited to get my hands on it to do my own test and see if it's really improved, at least from the pictures I take on a daily basis. And the last story of the day is about the Galaxy Note 9 finally being in the hand of some users that have bought this phone. And we've been here in America, we've been waiting for our orders to ship in Canada and really everywhere else in the world. Well, one of my viewers in Saudi Arabia has the phone in hand. He sent me a bunch of photos on what he received. Now, sorry if I butcher your name, but it looks like his name is Jassim Bogia or Bogila. I'm sorry, I totally butchered your name, but tells me what's in the box. Comes with an AKG Y50 Bluetooth headphone, a clear cover, a 3G car holder, a car charger, and the cable for the car charger. And it looks like he got the 128 gigabyte version of this phone. And it's pretty cool what you get with this, with the way they present it over there in Saudi Arabia. It is really, really cool. They would never give something like this over here in America. It looks like a press kit that a reviewer would get here in America. It looks really, really cool. And again, it looks like he got the blue phone because you can see the yellow pen, and he has it in hand. And the reason he chose the 128 is that he said he had 64 gigs on his Note 8 and he didn't really need the extra space since he has that SD card. And he said he doesn't need the 8 gigabytes of RAM since he doesn't really play high graphic games in Saudi Arabia. The 512 variant, they add Samsung little box slim for free as well. So pretty cool what you get over there in Saudi Arabia with your Galaxy Note 9. let's get into the news. The first story of the day is coming out of Chicago, straight from the Chicago Tribune, which is their main newspaper there in Chicago. And they are saying that Google is opening their first retail location in Chicago, basically in the world. I guess they've had like little express mini locations, temporary locations you've been able to go before. This will be a 14,000 square foot retail location that you'll be able to buy Pixel phones, Chromebooks, Nest thermostats and security products and whatever other products they have out there in the wild that you can buy. I love this idea. I love that you can do, Apple has their own set of retail stores. I love now that Google looks like they're going to get into that market as well, so that if you want to pick up any kind of Google product, you can go directly to Google and get Google assistance from a Google expert. I think it's awesome. I'd love to see Samsung. I believe Samsung already has stores, but they don't have them where I live anyway. I'd like to see them expand their locations as well and make retail locations. So for Google, it's awesome. I really love Google products. I think they're easy to use. I don't know. They're like the Apple of Google products. Google, did I say that right? Apple, yeah. Whatever, you know what I mean. They just make awesome products, and I'm excited to see this expand, hopefully, as well. Next up, a Google Pixel 3 XL has been spotted in the wild. Now, what this photo shows is how large the notch is. A lot of people, if you look at a lot of different Android websites, are making fun of the notch, how large it is. I can see it, obviously. I mean, whatever. The people are going crazy about how large it is. As long as it doesn't get in the way of using the phone, I'm fine with it. I don't love notches, but at the same time, I haven't really used a phone for weeks or days or weeks on end with a phone, so I'd love to get my hands on this Pixel 3 XL, see if I hate it or not. I'm assuming I'm not going to love it, but regardless, people, again, you can just see how large of a notch this is. Next up, shipping updates on the Galaxy Note 9 for, Verizon, AT&T, everybody, T-Mobile. It looks like a lot of you getting the same kind of what I was talking about yesterday. I put out a news update about Sprint and how those phones look like they're going to ship on the 22nd, 23rd of this month, and it looks like you guys are, with the other carriers, getting the same kind of information as well. No one has any solid tracking numbers or official shipping dates. Some of you said you'll get it on the 21st, 22nd. It's kind of mixed, but right now it looks like pretty much everybody, no matter where you ordered it from, is going to at least get it shipped on the 22nd or 23rd, meaning you'd receive it no later than the 23rd or the 24th at that point. And lastly, Caviar, which is a Russian smartphone company that kind of customizes smartphones, have a solid gold Galaxy Note 9. The 128 gigabyte version is approximately $60,000. And if you want the 512, it's going to be another $1,000. So you're looking at $61,000 for a 1 kilogram gold Galaxy Note 9. You can also get it with engravings and stuff like that, all kinds of customizations to this if you want, but I just thought it would be kind of crazy and interesting to show this solid gold phone. I've talked about these phones in the past, and the Galaxy Note 9 is the newest addition to the solid gold edition. Let's get into the news. The first story of the day, and it is a really big story, at least here in America, is that T-Mobile will release the OnePlus 6T in October there. So OnePlus, T-Mobile are partnering up to release that phone. Now, there'll still be a global version that will be released in October as well. So you'll be able to get that phone as well if you're not on, T-Mobile or whatever here in America, or T-Mobile obviously throughout the rest of the world. So we'll still have that version that you can buy, but there'll also be a version that T-Mobile sells directly in their stores and on their websites. This is really big news. OnePlus, from what I can remember, has never been sold in an American retail store, have it be with a carrier or just like somebody like Best Buy. This is going to be the very first time. So this is a really big deal. We'll see how it plays out in terms of, do they get more sales because of this partnership, or is it going to be kind of more of the same thing where they get, solid sales, what they consider solid sales. But it's a great partnership. I love seeing this. I'd love to see them come to AT&T as well. It looks like people will be able to get this phone now on payments, financed through T-Mobile, obviously, if they do something like this. I think it's a win-win for everybody. And our last story of the day, it's Friday, so Fridays aren't that busy usually for tech news days, but sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. Today's kind of a slow news day, but it looks like the Galaxy Note 9 will be receiving 2 updates. First of all, let's talk about the Verizon update. So on Verizon's official website, they show that there's going to be a Galaxy Note 9 Day 1 update. It shows you the software version, which ends in ARH2.
It's going to be an Android security patch level, looks like for August. So that's right on time with what we have here, because we're almost at the end of August and they'll be giving us August. Other than that, there's really not that much more in here in terms of details of what it could possibly have. Hopefully it'll add some kind of feature. And then there's also another update. This one's going to end in ARH5. Now, this one's already coming out now. I don't know if this is going to come out for the carriers when we get it, but this one does add some new things. It says, what's new? A feature to select the recording time for single take in super slow motion has been added. 0.2 seconds, 0.4 seconds. I've read this article a little bit just to catch up, and it looks like 0.2 seconds is not available with the Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus. So this is going to be an added new feature that the Galaxy Note 9 will have.
So there you guys go. 2 updates to look forward to when you get your Galaxy Note 9. We're only a few days out, and it looks like if you haven't seen my videos about the shipments of the Galaxy Note 9, Sprint has officially began shipping their devices. People have tracking numbers, and that's a great thing. Hopefully just the other carriers and other stores that we bought our phones from will begin doing the same thing. What I said in that video, if you haven't seen it, is that I would believe that, you know, you'd start to see some more shipments from carriers maybe today, possibly Saturday, but most likely it's going to really start to snowball by Monday. It has to. I mean, most people are going to have their phones later on that week at the very least, so they'd have to start, you know, giving shipping and all that information by the beginning of Monday, Tuesday of next week. Guys, let's get into the news. The first story of the day is about the Google Chromecast, and the Chromecast, if you didn't know, is a device that you plug into your TV, and it allows you to push video and audio to your TV from either your phone, your tablet. It can be Android, it can be iPhone, it can be your computer, all kinds of devices, and it allows you to kind of get away without having to, you know, maybe purchase a set-top box, something like an Apple TV or an Android TV. It would just allow you to, you know, push everything from your phone. Well, it looks like they're going to push out an updated version of this device, most likely when they launch the Pixel 3 in October. So what you'll get is a slightly adjusted device with Bluetooth that can do everything with Bluetooth. I guess the Bluetooth that's in the current Chromecast allows you to do certain things but not use it all the time. It kind of shuts down after you use it during setup. So this one would allow you to do Bluetooth all the time. And then also they're going to slightly adjust, I guess, the wiring for the Wi-Fi in there so it gets better, stronger, faster Wi-Fi. So not a huge difference, but a difference in that it'd be slightly improved versus what we have currently. The other Google story is that Google is going to be launching a smart display of their own, kind of like what you get with Amazon's smart display, which is really ugly, but regardless, it's a smart speaker and a display in once. Google's going to be coming out with theirs later this year. It didn't say exactly if it's going to end up coming out when they announce the Pixel 3 or maybe the end of this year. I would kind of suspect that they'll announce it at the Pixel 3 event, but then it won't really come out until probably like November or December of 2018. And the last story of the day is about the Galaxy S10. I was given a photo of some official cases for the Galaxy S10. One of my viewers has a friend that lives in South Korea and I guess works for Samsung over there. And he sent me this photo and then he sent me the photo. And it shows off the Galaxy S10 in all of its glory, at least on the front of it anyway. And just looking at the photo, because the phone's in landscape, you'll see at the very top there's no notch, there's no bezel really. Same thing at the bottom, no bezel for the most part, and on the sides, left and right. But at the top you do have the dots, the cutouts for the cameras and the sensors on there. And then you can also see the fingerprint sensor underneath the display. And overall, it's going to be a very interesting looking phone. If this phone comes out, it's going to be a phone that's going to be completely different for the most part from what we have now that does have bezels at the top and the bottom. This is a very sexy looking S10. Let's get into the news. It's Sunday. It's a slow tech news day, but we do have one story to tell you about. If you have the Galaxy S9 or S9 Plus and you're on T-Mobile, they're currently pushing out the August security update. Now, this update doesn't say a lot of information on here. It's fairly small at 97.26 megabytes. And it is the August update. Like I said, it says what's new. The security of your device has been improved. Can also come with newer enhanced features, further improvements to performance. I wish I had this because mine sometimes just runs like crap right now, my Galaxy S9 Plus. And it's still stuck on the June update, and I have the unlocked version of this phone. And like I said, not a ton of tech news today, but I did release a video earlier this morning about shipping updates for the Galaxy Note 9, and since that video, nothing has really changed since. I would suspect that tomorrow's update video will be humongous. I would think the Samsung.com orders are going to ship. I would think that we're going to start to hear more about Best Buy orders. Definitely, I would guess Verizon and AT&T as well. I'd be shocked if not everybody's orders that have ordered with those companies will have shipped by then. Maybe not everybody's orders, but you know, those people under those carriers at least for the most part. So that is the news for today, guys. Sorry it is so short and so sweet. But again, Sundays are sometimes good, sometimes bad. Today's not the greatest of tech news days, but I'm glad you were here to watch it with me. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I put out multiple videos a day, and I'm always try to be on top of things so you guys know what's going on. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you down the road. Peace!